And good morning. Believe it or not, Friday has arrived. This will, if I'm not mistaken, I don't have the calendar in front of me, but I think it's the last Friday of January. We'll be moving into February toward the end of next week. Y'all be ready. Today is the 26th. Right now we're starting out at 60 and a sprinkle or two scattered across the places. Nothing heavy right now except fog. And let's pull this up. If you've got travels to make this morning, be careful. We are under, let's pull this up where you can see what I'm looking at as well. We are under, as we go here to take a look here, a dense fog advisory. Now, as we look north of here, it is extremely bad. Kemper County into Neshoba County, and as we go on across into Leake County, Atala, all of these areas. But Philadelphia and southern Winston County is bad this morning. Look at this. If you're traveling Highway 16, you're getting into some very, very thick fog. As you go north of Philadelphia, if you're going 15 toward Knox-Pater, use caution. Highway 16 west toward Carthage, you can't see. And we often get into these accidents with being involved with this. Highway 25 there, stretching across Neshoba, also Winston County, and on even into Leake County. A lot of fog there. Look here in Kemper County. All of this area up here around Preston, thick, thick, thick. Now, most of these areas are going to have school buses rolling, so use extra caution today what you've got to do. And that doesn't mean there's not fog elsewhere. That's just what we're showing is some of the thickest on up to Greenwood. As we go down here to Jackson, if you're going to be traveling 55 this morning, also around Ellisville, Jones Junior College area, we've got some showing up there as well. And it could be anywhere there's a low-lying area. So we want you to be extra cautious as you head out. That's our main concern there. We do have a 60% chance of rain today. I expect this to go on into the evening hours, and it will increase tonight to a 90% chance of rain. It's not over then. Tomorrow, 100% chance of rain. We're going to break your forecast down here in just a few, tell you all about that. And believe it or not, come Sunday morning church time, it will be sunny. Cooler with a high of only 53. All this up and coming. We'll tell you all about that on the way. Let's go out to Collinsville now. Let's get a good word.
One thing's for sure, we live in a sexually permissive age. The hedonistic call to do whatever feels good is the spirit of the age, and anything seems to go today. While that may be the spirit of the age, is that wise? In light of what God's told us in Scripture, to just do whatever feels good is actually very unwise. There are things, plain and simple, that we should refrain from. The Holy Spirit, through Apostle Paul, tells us in Ephesians 5 that sexual morality and all impurity must not be even named among you, as is proper among saints. Now, the world may live under the lordship of the nerve endings of their body parts, but we're Christians and we have a different Lord. While Christians are to fully enjoy the gift of sex from God, our sex is to come under the lordship of Christ, which means it's not just anything goes. Beloved, if God calls some form of sex sinful, then it is, and we should completely refrain from it. Instead of living by the spirit of the age that says do whatever feels good, may we live by the Holy Spirit who says do whatever is holy. And in doing so, not only will your sex life be better, but your life in general will be better. Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry. Tina letting us know that some of the fog is pretty bad also there in the Newton area. So if you're in those areas, be careful as well this morning. Remember the girl that we mentioned that played the Dolly Parton gig, the birthday celebration of Dolly at the Opry? Got up on stage, cuss, acted a fool. She's rescheduled 5 of her concerts after that. They've given no official reason as to why they've done that, but most likely I would say they're trying to put a little time in between the incident and the shows. Just my 2 cents. Again, officially, they didn't give a reason as to why is that. This is, you know how you dig into politics and then you get into business politics. Of course, they own the business. They can do what they want. But somehow or another, you can't help but believe this is what's the demise of America, as people not being allowed to do what's right. As a matter of fact, they're punished for doing the right thing. We go to Starbucks this morning. A 20-year-old is suing because he took up and done the right thing in a Starbucks. 2 people walked in, were robbing patrons in the store. Made them stand up. They were patting them down, taking wallets. They came to the register. The guy noticed that, well, the gun was fake. He fought with them. They eventually ran off. 2 weeks later, he was promptly fired for trying to stop a robbery. Now, that's just not right. Now, I know it's their choice. They own the business. They can do what they want. And in the back of their mind, I'm sure they're thinking they're helping protect people, not get hurt. But that's wrong. I don't care how you slice it. It's wrong. I can't tell you the times I sit and read stories of somebody that steals something they're chasing in the parking lot and the employee gets fired because they followed them into the parking lot. Again, that old saying of wrong is right, right is wrong is going through America something ferociously right now. Let me give you another example of this, and it all starts with judges. And it has to be the governors. It has to be the senates, the people that appoint people to these positions. California is where we're going. 2 people. Now, they got issues to begin with because they're smoking dope. This is the scene. They're sitting at their house. They're smoking dope together. She stabs him 108 times. 108 times. He's dead. They go to court. They claim to the judge that it was, well, the marijuana that caused her to kill him. Yeah. The judge thought so also. She's going to get probation because, well, she didn't know what she was doing because she was high.
The judge was high too, wasn't he?
Where in America can we let this continue? California is where that happened. Now, another story that happened, it was a judge that had a little sense in California, road rage. This has gotten out of hand, too. Somebody cuts you off, well, it happens. It's just part of life. Somebody's trying to get somewhere, so you get mad for a second, calm down. Guy whipped out his gun, shot 6 times, killed a 6-year-old in the back seat as the bullet went through the trunk. Now, he's going to do some time. The judge did do right on that, but our thinking is wrong. A weapon is only used as a last resort to protect your life. Not at someone who's traveling down a highway. They cut you off. Give them the California howdy if you got to do that. That'll make you feel a little bit better, as Granny did. Have mercy. We see that Microsoft, this is pretty major. 1,900 people are about to lose their job that are in the gaming industry that work for Microsoft. 1,900 are going to be laid off. Now, I only know the song, and Odie probably danced to this at some point. I'm going to bet money Greg did not. Do y'all remember the song during the 70s, I Got a Brand New Key? It was about roller skating. I got a brand new key. That's all I remember. She's passed away at the age of 76. Her name was Melina. She sang at Woodstock, and they really liked it. So if you remember that, I can remember Debbie singing that years ago. Is the reason it jumps out at me. She used to sing it all the time. California man, we talked about that. Let's see here. I don't get this. And the Stanley Cups. Do y'all remember the breast cancer?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw also and I guess if you make a rule, there's 2 things that I'm going to talk about here. I guess if you make a rule, you have to follow the rule. I had an employee buy one. Her mother had breast cancer and died from it. She bought one from the store. It is against company policy for an employee to buy something when it's on sale like that. She was fired after working there 20 years at Target because she bought a pink cup. Something just doesn't sound right, does it? It just. Also, Stanley being sold out once again. I don't understand it. Again, what I was going to say about these pink cups and all of this, the frenzy over it. They've made out a new cup there, sold out in 30 minutes, the Year of the Dragon. I think, and I'm guessing here that that's going to be a Japanese-type holiday. Chinese? Huh, but it's big. They sold out in 30 minutes. Stanley Cup going all the way to the bank on this, aren't they? If you've bought Robitussin cough syrup in the last few days, they've got a recall on it. Could be contaminated. Make sure to return that. They've had no problems, but they're taking the extra step, the company is, before anything were to happen. So if you've bought any, make sure to return that, and they'll give you a brand new one that comes from a different batch there. If you are a thief, and there's a bunch of them, understand what you're stealing before you steal it, as the case of the man who stole the airplane in Oklahoma there at the Texas border. He stole it. Only problem was he didn't know how to fly. He has crashed, and it didn't work out well for him. Common sense. I only hope, and I bring this up because I remember the kids enjoying this. Y'all remember the toys, Bob the Builder, the little movie there? Do y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be making a movie of it, and I had no idea that this lady was a producer. Jennifer Lopez is going to be the producer of it. I can only hope that this is going to be kid-friendly. We hope. I don't know any more to say about it than that. Let's hope so. Alec Balwin, SAG Awards and all of this group is behind him. I really thought all of that had been settled as new charges, as we saw this week, have been brought against him. I thought that was over and done with. How many times does he have to fight this? Now, I'm not a fan of his by no means. He's rude, crude, and got a foul mouth that you just can't stop. But there's a time to end this once it's been proven over and over, and this is going on and on. Now, I'm sure that let me back up. I almost said they're probably watching. The Amish do not watch. They do not partake of electricity. They work hard. I've met many of these people on my travels across the United States. They get up hard. They work. They don't believe in cars. They use horse and buggies. They get up at dawn, and they work till dark. Someone in the community of their group needs a house. They all come together and they build. They went to Walmart, Michigan. They came back and their horse and buggy was stolen. I mean, come on. They ain't bothered you. It would.
That horse, that'd be like, you don't belong on me.
It was easy to find. They found the lady parked at a hotel not far from there with the horse tied out front.
Get the VIN number back.
The hoof matched as cops ran the VIN number. That is an all-time low, as Greg points out. That's just, you don't do that. It's not like you can lock your horse when you go in Walmart.
Till we get stay.
Yeah, I guess he could have kicked her. My, oh my, the things that happen every day across America. And I'm really convinced if you were to go to bed, as the old folks used to say, go to bed early, wake up with the chickens. If you got a job that works you and you're tired at night, there is no trouble going to bed. You don't get into any mischief after midnight, do you? Just some thoughts there. We'll be right back with your forecast as we get today rolling. Is it time for a new couch? Visit Southern Accents Boutique in downtown Marion. Maybe it's a couch you're looking for, a couple of chairs, or maybe just a piece of furniture. A large selection of E. Newton has just arrived if you're looking for a bracelet. They come in all shapes and sizes. Or maybe it's just a happy you're looking for, like the Nest candles. A Kendra Scott necklace is on everybody's list this year. And if you need a little help picking out something for Valentine's Day, let the professionals help you at Southern Accents Boutique, downtown Marion on Dale Drive.
Advanced AutoGlass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, AutoGlass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced AutoGlass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPel windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in AutoGlass repair. Advanced AutoGlass by Joey.
And welcome back as we get this day underway. Let's check our forecast.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
I know it's not what you wanted to hear, but there's rain in the forecast. 60% chance is what we'll get today, increasing to a 90% chance tonight and 100% tomorrow. It's going to be wet. Let me just go ahead and warn you on all of this as we get this day underway. 67 is the best we'll get out of the thermometer. A little bit heavier rain south of Meridian, 69 in Laurel as we go north through Philadelphia. About 65, and it'll remain that way all the way up through the northern Mississippi parts there. As we go to Bama, we'll see 67 in Demopolis. Cooler in Birmingham at 65. As we look at the threat of flash flooding tonight and tomorrow, look at this. It crosses to a level 2 right there at the northwest corner of Lauderdale County going into Newton, Neshoba, Kemper, Oh, yeah, it's going to rain heavy, and it's going to be hard there. You could see a lot of rain up in this area. Also, that fog, thick this morning as we look at this one here. Here's your rain there. Look at that. It's a lot of that. 1 to 2 inches of rain is most likely going to occur. More and more of this, and we've seen areas where getting you near those roadways, don't cross water if it gets over it, whatever you do. Again, this is tonight into Saturday morning as we go to that 90% chance of rain tonight into 100% tomorrow. It's going to rain today. Not as many people, I hope, going to be on the road. Let's keep it that way. As we see that the severe threat of weather will happen here. As we look at Bama here, we're going to have areas of a level 2. As a matter of fact, let's cut back here and go to radar. And let me show you exactly what we're looking at when it comes to radar and severe weather. Let's pull this up where y'all can see here. As we go back to Meridian Honda radar, we go to the severe threat. This is today, not much to it. As we go to tomorrow, outlook for severe weather, we switch this and show you that, well, right here, the Meridian area is a level 1. This will cut through Kemper County and just a portion of Newton County. The Chunky area will be involved in this, most of Jasper County and all of Clark County. As we go east into Bama, you pick up around Selma, Montgomery, over to Auburn, Alabama, into a level 2. Even Birmingham, Gadsden, Alabama included this, all the way down to Mobile and Pensacola will be a level 2 for tomorrow. So be cautious, be careful there. Again, this will blow through and move easterly, northeasterly out of Mississippi toward Bama, and increasingly getting worse as it moves east. Again, we expect it to be a level 1 there for a little while there, but lots of rain to come down over the next 48 hours. Keep it in mind. Warmer weather, that's what we got. We're going to stay in the 60s, although one day we'll get to the 50s, but mostly we're going to be in the 60s as we look at our 7-day forecast. Tomorrow, look at that 70. 100% chance on that. As we move into Sunday, is the rain will quit. I mentioned 50s. Right there is our best chance of being cooler. Sunday, sunshine, 52 with a low of 34 at night. Monday, back to work with 57. And then we're back in that 60-degree weather, 62, 63, all the way through next Thursday. Now, as we roll here, February 2nd, Groundhog Day is what, February 1st? Is that right? Am I right? Groundhog Day, I think, is. As we'll see here, the 3rd, 65, and we're going to hold steady in those 60s with rain chances most likely every day except there the 2nd. It might be just a smidgen. It'll get better there. That's all the way through February the 9th. No cold weather at all is expected. What do we do with the fishing forecast for today? 12:30 was it overnight. You'll have another chance today right around 1 o'clock to roughly 3 o'clock is your best major time to go fishing today. East wind around 5 miles an hour. Chet takes you out for that. Not bad at all today. As we look at the hunting side of things, as we go to Collins, we'll meet your first major time will be, well, let's see, 12 o'clock today, an hour earlier than your fishing forecast. So be there around 11:15. Be ready everything to about 2 o'clock is going to be your best time to hunt. East wind around 5 miles an hour. Good luck to y'all. Hope it works out well for you. We're minutes away from starting the morning show. We got a crew in. Greg's going to be in with us today. Lots to talk about, lots to do. What went on in the middle of the night last night? There's a lot of things. We'll tell you all about that up and coming this morning, starting out here at the Scotty Ray Report. It all gets underway at 7 o'clock. Won't you join us? It's worth every minute of it. You'll learn something along with me. Y'all join us, won't you?
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.